Some say success is about luck. Others say it's about connection. As for Yemi, it is about survival.
Yemi, a 43-year-old hard-working business guru who lives in Victoria Island, Lagos. And he's married to Murtala, a loving and a caring mother to their daughter, who is 10 years of age. Yemi, dressed in a well-fitted suit, steps out of his mansion with his beautiful wife, Murtala, elegantly dressed in a lace apparel, hands him his briefcase. Their daughter, Fikayo, runs to him in a school uniform, shouting,
Daddy, don't forget my birthday.
How can I, my darling? You are my princess.
Yemi heads to his office. On this day, he's pitching a business proposal to his real estate investors.
This investment is the future of real estate in Nigeria. We are not just building houses, we are building legacies.
Yemi got the investment. Business was booming until the unexpected happens 1 year later. One evening, while Yemi Kunle was watching the news with his family in his sitting room, there was a news flash which reads, Yemi's real estate company is involved in a Ponzi scandal. Yemi, quickly picking up his phone, calls his investors, only to realize that the investment funds came from dubious means. Yemi's world is shattered. He now has to defend his integrity, his assets in court. Yemi, with a flicker of hope and a heart filled with doubt, sits in court while the rule of law takes its course. His lawyer shakes his head in disappointment at the final verdict of the judge. Yemi's bank accounts were all frozen, assets seized. Back to the house, Murtala in tears, packing their belongings in a truck van. Yemi, in utter disappointment and shock, hands Fikayo her teddy bear as she and Murtala leaves in a cab heading to the village at Ile-Ife, Osun State, while Yemi stays back in Lagos to see what he can do to get back to his feet again. After 2 years of struggle, pain and frustration, Yemi couldn't still make ends meet. The unthinkable happens. Yemi's phone rings. It was Murtala on the other end.
Hello, Yemi.
You called me by my name? That's unlike you.
Yemi, when was the last time you sent money to us for feeding? Even our daughter has been home for the past 2 years now without being to school. And the money you send is barely enough to cater for our needs. Talk more to sustain us.
So you think I'm happy with that? Where's all this complaining coming from?
Yemi, I can't do this any longer. I can't.
Wait.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Wait, what do you mean you can't do this any longer?
See, I met someone and we are getting married in 2 months.
So, you've been seeing someone all this while? This is how you want to throw away our 12 years of marriage? 12 years of marriage?
Yemi, please, I don't have time to do this anymore. And please don't come looking for us, because you won't find us. Please.
In 2 years, I lost my business, my house, and now my family. Everything. Oh God.
Yemi, who is now homeless, sits on a pavement under a bridge, staring at the last 200 naira in his hand. He looks exhausted, unshaven and lost. Babatunde, a homeless man in his 60s, who has been observing Yemi from a distance, thought within himself he has found a companion in Yemi and approaches him saying,
Now your first time?
Yemi answers,
First time what?
First time to dig down for this life.
Yemi says nothing. Babatunde drops a loaf of agege bread beside him.
Chop, hungry need the look face oh.
Yemi hesitates and takes a bite while discussing with Babatunde. Hours turns to days, days into weeks, with Yemi still in the streets of Lagos, begging just to survive. He sleeps on an old mat under the bridge and reading tattered business book he picks from a roadside stall. He always looks at a faded photo of his daughter and immortalized ex-wife, which he has held onto for years now and has been his only form of solace. Yemi, desperate for survival, started serving food at the buka in exchange for a meal. Mama Grace, who is the owner of the buka, being touched by Yemi's story and seeing how hardworking he is, then says,
"You sabi work well. Just start all over again."
Start over with what? Shame?
Shame no go feed you oh. Try faith instead. Nothing where God no go feed do. You dey hardworking. Just believe. God go run am for you.
Yemi, who is now the manager at the buka, due to how diligent he has been serving, saves money, buys second-hand shirts from Yaba Market, rents a small apartment, reads business books at the local library, and applying for jobs. Despite his mega means, Yemi would often give to his neighbor, who is a struggling mother, and would often encourage her, saying,
I had nothing, but I still had my mind and my will. Don't give up.
One day, as usual, Yemi going about his buka routine when his phone rings. On the other end was the voice of the HR of P&T Properties, inviting him for an interview the next day. Out of excitement, Yemi exclaimed, "Yes!" On the next day, Yemi walks into the company's complex for the interview and coincidentally meets with the company's CEO, who knew him, and the CEO said,
You used to own properties in Ikoyi, and now you want to be a junior sales rep?
Yemi replies,
I just need a chance.
the CEO, seeing how honest his demeanor is, not in agreement.
Well, I'm the CEO of P&T Properties. You have the job.
Thank you. I am really grateful.
Yemi, committed to his job, makes his first sale. He would usually work late nights, impresses his boss, gets promoted. Yemi got into a relationship with Damilola, a luxury interior designer whom he loves so much. After a year of hard work, Yemi starts his own company in real estate consulting. Meanwhile, at this point, Omotala wasn't married as she planned because she discovered that the man whom she wanted getting married to had a family in the UK, which she had kept secret. Due to the shame, Omotala couldn't reach out to Yemi again, and she decided she would take care of Fikayo all by herself. So, she left for Lagos in search of a job. Omotala walks into the company's conference hall for an interview. Having passed the first stage of the interview, the HR asks her to proceed to the CEO's office for the last stage of the interview. Omotala walks into the CEO's office, only to find Yemi sitting. Both Yemi and Omotala were in shock. Yemi finds composure, reluctantly asks Omotala to have a seat.
Welcome to my office. Good to see you. How time flies, huh?
Yemi, is this you? How did you get here? What are you doing here? Am I in the wrong office? Jesus, what have I done?
Life happens. Tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Jesus, I'm really sorry, Yemi. Sorry, I messed up. I messed up big time. I wanted a better life for our daughter. That was why I did what I did. I'm sorry, I regret everything now. It's not because I'm seeing you in this position. It's something I've always wanted to apologize to you for. I'm really sorry. Find it in your place to forgive me. I'm sorry, Yemi. I'm sorry.
I was homeless in this same city, but faith and grit changed my story.
What will you do if you were Yemi? Will you accept Omotola back as your wife and let go of Damilola, your fiancé? Will you give Omotola the job? What will you do? Can you share your thoughts in the comment section?